A couple years ago, I was on my way to a job site, and this guy was having a rummage sale, and I saw a bunch of fishing equipment outside, so I stopped, and sure as shit, I find a short Shakespeare ugly stick with a little Daiwa reel on it. The Daiwa reels that a lot of people think about when they think about Daiwa are the ones with the little lever that's upside down, kind of looks like an open face spin caster, but it's closed. I had one of those when I was younger. I loved it. Phenomenal reel, ugly stick, Shakespeare. You can't beat them. I mean, you could beat people with them, but you can't beat them. Kind of thing. Well, that was before I had ever taken my oldest son, Jacob, fishing. He's now 6. When it came time to want to start Jacob on fishing, I had this pole and this reel, the ugly stick and the Daiwa was sitting there. I also had a couple little, what you would consider, children's poles. So I gave Jacob an option to pick a pole that he wanted so we could start casting in the yard. He looks at the couple of kids' poles and walks over and picks up the little ugly stick with the Daiwa rod and said he wants to fish with that one. And I asked him, didn't he want to fish with one of the other ones? And I show him the kids' poles again. He tells me that those are toys, Daddy. Now, it wasn't exactly paraphrased like that or phrased like that. He wasn't talking the wellest at the point, but basically is what he said to me is that they were toys. So we've been practicing with this reel. Jacob has now been fishing a few times. The few times I have taken him fishing, he was interested quite a bit for a little while, like most kids, and then would carry on off to something else or want to go somewhere else or do something else or being done with it. Yesterday, we went out fishing. And we got out to the lake and on the pier at about 8:45. We didn't leave until almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So from 8:45 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, this kid wanted to do nothing but fishing. He didn't really get distracted by anything. At one point, he wanted to stick the net in the water because he was trying to catch some minnows for bait, which was great until he realized that the net holes were too small to get the minnows in. I had to tell him we had to leave, and he didn't want to leave because he wanted to sit there and keep waiting to catch more fish. He said we had to catch the big fishes so we could eat them. My 6-year-old son has the same passion for fishing that I do. At one point when he was born, I had said I might not have a regular fishing or hunting buddy, so I guess I had to make one or God would have to give me one. And now I've got it. And as a dad that loves fishing, I mean, I could fish all day, every day for the rest of my life, from the time I wake up until the time I go to sleep, and I would be happy. So that little Daiwa reel that I had gotten for him, or that was with the pole that he was using, the brake broke on it yesterday. So he learned about reeling backwards and not doing that. So today I got online and I ordered him a new one. So he's getting a new one. My kid wants a real fishing pole and a real reel. He doesn't want a little kid's toy one because he's a real fisherman. So I'm just kind of ecstatic about that. Have a wonderful evening.